Hello there, morons. It's Victor, King of the Morons. Good to see you again. My wife left me tonight. Of course, not really left me. Come on, guys. You should be able to tell from the look on my face that. No, she left because she's sick. Actually, she went home this morning because she had the flu, and she thought I'll just go back, home, which is not far away. Her jika, and she went back to her jika, her home. And because her mom could take the day off. Her mom's semi-retired, so her mom likes to work. A lot of people like to work. They don't need to work, but when she got her mom took a half day, and she slept all day. And when I called her after work, she's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna stay here tonight." And she's with the car, and she's with the baby, and her granddad and grandma can take care of the kid tomorrow, so she'll stay home, take it easy. I'll go off to work. I got to work early tomorrow, but I've stayed up all night watching comedy shows because that's kind of my secret passion. Comedy. I like comedy. I've done a comedy. I got a show coming up this Saturday night. I've also got the Hadaka Matsuri coming. Oh, by the way, this is in black and white today because I think I can save some bandwidth now. I think I can upload the video a bit faster and get a lot more. Put it all in one file, but we'll see. Anyway, I think I can do a 30-minute video with this, one file, which usually it breaks up. If I do the high level, it breaks it up. This is not interesting for you, I know, but it'll break it up in every 8 minutes or 10 minutes or so. So the quality's still high, but it'll be black and white. Anyway, so today's, if you don't know my channel, my name is Victor. Give me a break, man. Give me a flake, man. I call myself the King of the Morons, the Godfather of J-vlogging. Don't fret. I don't believe half the bullshit I say. I'm just... when it comes to that self-aggrandizement, it's just something we say for fun. But I am your king. Anyway, I do live in Japan, and it's funny how when you say something like that, people will take it as some kind of you're bragging or something. No, it's just a fact. Yeah, everyone in Japan is bragging. Everyone who lives in Japan is really proud of it. No, it's just the way. And life ended up, I just ended up here, but I'm in Japan, and I do these things called laundry videos, which means I make these long ass meandering videos. So, and I'll probably touch about something that you're only slightly interested in, but that's tough. You clicked on it, so don't give me no lip, boys and girls. Okay, so today I'm going to go through a couple things that I wanted to go through the other day when I did a walking around GoPro video the other day, but I couldn't answer all the questions. Ran out of time. But so I'm going to answer some other questions here, and here we go. The first one is from Ignacio in Argentina, a beautiful country. I lived there for a couple of months. Was engaged to a beautiful Argentinian woman down there many years ago. Long before so this is from Ignacio. He says his Japanese level is quite okay. He's not very good at reading, but he can have good conversations and expresses himself well enough. He doesn't have a diploma, but I do have work experience as a programmer and technical diploma. I've never had any problem with getting a job, but I know Japan doesn't work the same as other countries, especially in this respect. So what do you think are my chances? Yeah, so again, this is just, I'm really sorry for everyone who's had to listen to this answer again and again, but this is the same question that I get all the time. If you don't speak Japanese, your chances are slim, unless you apply to a company that speaks English or whatever language you speak in. There are plenty of companies in Tokyo that hire native speakers that from out of the country. They bring them in. You don't have to actually speak Japanese if you work for one of those companies, but if you're trying to find a job with a Japanese company in Japan, if you don't speak Japanese, you're almost useless, unless you want to be an English teacher. And someone would argue that is equally useless. So again, same answer. Your Japanese level, it's quite okay, but you don't have a technical diploma. I mean, what is quite okay? The funny thing is, Japanese people, if you ask them, do you speak English? They'll say, "Oh, my English is terrible," but it's actually pretty good. All I can say is try. There are a lot of people who... Here's the good news. There are a lot of people here who have no language abilities and who have jobs in many fields. I know people who work at international kindergartens and high schools, And yeah, even though they're not fluent at all, they can get those jobs, but they're hard to come by. But try. So try. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, that's the first one. I got a whole bunch of these. Let's see. Here's another one. Aaron, who wrote me a while ago. He's a transgender, I believe. Aaron, excuse me if this is wrong. I hope it's okay to say your name, but well, there's a lot of Aarons in the world. He says, I have another interesting question. Okay, your first question wasn't interesting. I'm sorry to tell you. It's interesting to you. Everyone thinks that their situation, everyone thinks their situation is unique and also at the same time universally something you can sympathize with universally. But so here's his ridiculous, I think, Aaron question. Excuse me for being honest with you, but what if I get married to a Japanese person in Japan and stay in the country for 11 or 12 years? Could I get permanent residency? Or if I get divorced, but I was there for 11, 12 years, will I still have to leave? Okay. So, no, you don't have to leave. If you get married and you get divorced, you can apply for your permanent residency and you can get it. I know people who have done that before. It seems strange that you're planning to divorce, and why would you divorce after 11 years? It seems like such a strange number, but you're only 17 years old, so I'm assuming that your brain doesn't work the way other rational people's brains work. You're flooded with testosterone, and at the same time, probably you're confused because you think you know that you're a woman inside. I won't insult you by saying you think. But you've got a long struggle ahead of you. First of all, you've got to get into the country. You've got to get married. You've got to get a sex change, be accepted legally as a woman, then get a Japanese man, to marry you, and then worst case scenario, he divorces you, and you can stay here forever. And you've never even been here, as far as I can tell. Then you made a video, which I will not link to because I'm sure you don't need people giving you shit. And I was actually very touched by your video. You made a video, you were quite upset at how racist the Japanese are. Though you've never been here, and you just seem to think that Japan is a person. It's not a person, it's a country with millions of individual souls, and each one is different. And although there are some racist Japanese, there are some racist everything. Every country has racist people. So, yeah, a lot of people seem to think of Japan as just one person. I get these really ridiculous questions like, I'm brown. What if Japanese people think of brown people? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of brown people like me or even browner who've gotten married here and who have found love, and even black people who've gotten married here and have kids so stop, you're not a goddamn generalization. Stop asking those stupid questions. Those are irrelevant. You are not a statistic. It's so stupid. God, I'm sorry, but Jesus. Come on, guys. I want to slap you out of love. Tough love. I want to slap you. Stupid. Okay, here's another question. Rachel. Rachel is a new YouTuber coming to Nagoya, and she wants to meet up. She'll be coming on 19th of February. That's in like 3 days. That's Friday. Okay. Cool. So Rachel, I hope to see it. You probably won't even see this video. So you may see Rachel appearing in our videos too. I think I saw a picture of her. I think she's quite cute and blonde. So that's nice. Here's an email from a guy named Shelby. Shelby. All I know about Shelby, isn't that like a town in The Simpsons or something? Shelby is telling me about the guy named Roosh V, who I've heard of before. He's a guy who apparently wants to legalize rape on private property. Now, as an amateur stand-up comedian, I'm often tempted to push the boundaries. I like the fact that some comedians who never get famous do really crazy shit. And one of the things that a lot of people, it's so many people do it now. It's not even like pushing the boundary anymore, but making jokes about rape. So if you know any good rape jokes that are not offensive but funny, please put them in the description. I'd be in the comments. I'd be interested. Rape is never funny. I don't really believe that. But about this Roosh guy, he's kind of a joke. I think for you to get upset over people like Roosh is just silly. He's what they call an MRA. And I suppose maybe I'm being naive by thinking that because no one should take him seriously, that taking him seriously is actually kind of a compliment. So I try not to take people like this seriously. It's a little bit about the way I feel about Trump, and I know a lot of people don't like that. Because it's amazing to me so many people take him seriously. So don't take people like this seriously. And if you like Trump, apologies. Actually, I don't know enough about Trump, but he's a dick. He's a dick. He might have some good ideas, but some of the things he says are just so ridiculous. The wall and no Muslims and I think an embarrassment if he were to become president. It's not really what this question is about, but I'm just putting this out because I made the mistake of I admit I made the mistake of saying he's just a joke, because now he's apparently number one, which doesn't make me agree. But at the same time, I'll be fair and I'll admit that I haven't really looked into him. But from the little that I know, there's not much to be respected about this man. Anyway, and about Roosh, the guy who wants to legalize rape, what can I say about him? I don't know. I would put too much stock into that. Okay, so those are some emails that I've gotten recently. Let's see. So I made that video last time about a couple of people that I mentioned that I won't mention this time, and they decided to post in my comment sections, and I just blocked I blocked them and I erased their comments. I won't be commenting on one-trick ponies anymore. If you don't like my videos, fuck off and don't watch my videos. You'll do us both a favor. But I'm not gonna. I like a good street fight, but to be honest, neither of the people, none of the, I think like 3 or 4 people I mentioned in the last video, none of them I think are worthy of my attention. I think they're all idiots, and I have nothing to say. I mean, what can I say about them? One guy is like really just the insults are so juvenile that I just don't know where to start. So anyway, however, I did collect. I'm trying an experiment today, and I've collected about 15 or 20 screenshots, which ideally I would like to put on the screen and show you, but this time I won't. I just don't have the time, right? And I'm just going to respond to these. So some of these are kind of old. So this one goes back to June 30th, and it's on. Let me see. It's on the video that I erased, the one where I was drunk and I was angry at someone for putting a swastika on Ryan Balance's head. This guy, his name is Top Things to Do, and actually he came around and he said, well, you're a dick, but your lessons are good. So, but he seems to again, it's the homophobic attack of, oh, you have a man crush on Ryan Boundless, which is, no, I'm just really annoyed by illogical things. So that's all. Let me see. And the other thing is, I can't really change people's minds. So whatever, if that's what you want to think, then fine. I don't really care. It's something that I try to adhere to, and I think it's a good advice for everyone. I am what you say I am. Thank you, Eminem. There's nothing I can do about your perception. If you think I'm a Puerto Rican, a Mexican, a fag, a liberal, whatever label, I can't even think of any labels, but weeaboo, if that's what you think I am, then I guess that's what I am in your eyes. And it doesn't really change what I am. You can call a flower a dog and it doesn't make it a dog. So let's see. These are funny passive-aggressive responses, though. Let me see. Oh, the fact that I make a video, some people means it's a big deal. Oh, you made a video, so it really must matter to you. Well, you made a comment, so it matters to you. Just ridiculous. I never get the hypocrisy of that. Don't talk about this subject, Why are you talking about me? But they'll go on, and people will fight in the comments. Nobody criticizes other people for making comments, but as soon as you make a video, what is this? You are very sensitive because I made a video. You are very transparent. Oh, I got that one from some guy the other day. Oh, why are you so insincere? I don't even know. what that means. Anyway. I don't care if you like dick. Okay. Yeah. If you didn't care if I like dick or not, then you wouldn't try to use it as an insult. Yeah. Okay. So I do like dick, my own dick. Quite fond of it. Okay. Oh, let's see some of these. Okay. Some guy that I thought was Jamaican. I copied a couple of his topics that are boring. Let me see. Okay, here's a funny one from 99 Julio. Do you add that music afterwards, or do you actually play that shit at home? No, I don't play that shit at home. You know, I really wish I had time. I haven't even had time to put all the music into my new iPhone. I'm kind of music deprived right now. I'm kind of sad. I'm just like, I'm not listening to anything. I ride my bicycle home thinking, oh, I wish I had some music to listen to. But I only get 6 gigs of bandwidth or whatever a month on my iPhone, so I don't want to like waste it all. So anyway, let's see. I got Red YouTube. People asked me about YouTube Red earnings, and I got YouTube Red earnings for the first time. Let's see. Oh, it's one thing is funny that 2 of the idiots. There's one really really stupid person, extremely stupid person who made a video or 2 about me. And the other person who's not nearly as stupid, it's funny, he sought him out to kind of whine to him. Oh, I don't like him either, which I thought was cute. Club Soda says, one thing that he should admit is his high libido. He never admits that part of him. I don't know. Is that something that is even a question? Am I supposed to admit it? I'd never denied it either. I have a high libido. Yeah, that's why it took me so long to get married, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I was busy with my high libido. As soon as my wife took off tonight, I said, yes, porn night. No, just kidding. Comedy night. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, the really really dumb person wants me to talk to him on Skype. Yeah. What for? Only if I can record it and then make fun of you. Travis L says, gimmeabreakman is an airhead and a known loser. He's criticizing Trump, a billionaire, while living in a dump apartment. Such a shame. It was interesting that a couple of people think that my apartment is a dump. One person even says, I don't know, remember her screen name, said, you know, I live in Yagoto, and that's and I know, and I've lived in dumps all my life. That's a dump apartment. So I don't know why people would think this is a dump, but I'm not gonna write. I didn't even respond to the comments, but if that guy thinks this is a dump, then I'd love to see where he lives, because this is a really nice and immaculate house. I have never given a tour of it, but I think people know it's a 3-story house, and it's small, but it's quite nice. I'd say it's the farthest thing from a dump, But what's funny about this comment, and the reason I'm mentioning it to you, is I want to ask you guys a question. Gimmeabreakman is an airhead and a known loser. So when I saw this, I thought, this person is not a native speaker, because the last sentence said, he says he's criticizing Trump, a billionaire, while living in a dump apartment. Such a shame. So such a shame, to me, sounds like something a Japanese person is trying to say, like, oh, you should be ashamed. And I think they just mistranslated. But I talked to Mully about this, and he said, no, Victor, he's a native. He's just a really stupid person who doesn't know how to use English very well. And later he wrote comments that seemed more natural. But also, calling someone an airhead doesn't seem to be much of a insult to me. Wasn't Einstein like an airhead? So I don't know. And a known loser? Am I a known loser? I think I'm a winner, but I think I'm doing pretty well. But whatever, Travis. He got blocked. Elgiad936 says, your Spanish has a Japanese accent, dude. Actually, my Spanish just has the accent of being unused. Hace mucho tiempo que no uso español. Y el acento japonés y el acento español es igual. The Spanish accent and Japanese accent is the same, so I'm sure I don't have a Japanese accent. Because it's the same accent. If you speak Spanish well, you will have no accent in Japanese. But you have to speak fluently. Okay, next one. Elmer Fudd, because I have that hat. Yeah, I like, yeah, the Elmer. I never thought about that. I look like Elmer Fudd. Cool, with that hat. Okay, here, oh, this guy, yeah, this guy went crazy. Elgiad936. Someone please explain to me what it means to be raised white and be in debt in your explanation. And I wrote, well, you're pretty demanding, aren't you? And this person wrote back, take your time, ha ha ha. This is a really weird, I wish I might put this on the screen. It's a really weird interaction. Take your time. Your videos, by the way, are very practical and useful. It's always fun to hear intelligent people giving advice. Sorry about your confrontation with a Japanese boy. I've been traveling to the Philippines, blah, blah, I don't remember. And he says, what's it like being like a Japanese citizen? I said, I'm a U.S. citizen. And then he wrote back, let's substitute the word citizen for denizen. And I had nothing to respond to that. I understood and I said nothing. And this person got all pissed off and said, did I piss you off with my comment? Let me give you a piece of advice, Flake Man. Stick to talking about Japanese language, culture, taxes, and medical insurance. When you start talking about issues of race, you reveal too much of who you are. And who you are, which is a mulatto Hispanic who is raised white and harbors his own prejudice. I was like, dude, just because I didn't respond to your comment, you go on that. I don't remember exactly what a mulatto is. Isn't that like a half black person? What's a mulatto? Isn't it mulatto? Maybe I'm thinking Spanish. Sometimes I get confused of racially mixed ancestry. I thought it was just a half black person. Oh, it's not. Maybe that's in Spanish. Mulatto. I think. Anyway, yes, I'm a mixed person. Again, I am whatever you say I am. So, yeah, this person. It's funny. Like you don't respond to someone. And I think this happens quite a lot in YouTube. When some YouTubers don't get what they want, like they don't get the fame that they think they deserve, they kind of like lash out at you. But anyway, let's see. What's the next comment? Again, Club Soda says, Victor is too sober and normal in this video. I want to see Victor spank some bikini girls. So do I. So do I. Let's see. Scott Wiggins comments says, we have too many years since anyone in the White House has a clue about business. Many of us figure maybe a businessman can improve things. Politicians have screwed things up. Let's try another path. Would you hire a dentist to take care of your electrical problems? Would you hire a baker to cut your hair? As much as that might seem logical, but politics is not exactly business. Yeah, I don't think it's that clear cut, and just because politicians are, anyone who gets elected as a politician, as soon as you elect Trump, in fact, now he's a politician because he's running. So it's kind of silly to say he's not a politician, he's a businessman. Okay, Ben Carson is a doctor, isn't he? Why don't you say, well, let's hire him. He's a doctor. Doctors, they're good at helping people, right? A lot of people who have become politicians were originally businessmen. I think, wasn't Bush a businessman? George Bush, didn't he own like a baseball team or something? So that's kind of strange logic. Oh, here's a funny one from Michael Scott on the Trump video back there. He said, I guess I was going to make a separate video about all that, but I don't have time, so I'll just put it here. Tread carefully. There are many of us who enjoy your videos but still respect Trump's candidacy. So, but this seems like an insult, and we had this long back and forth, which was just ridiculous. And then he just said, he called him his advice to me, his sage advice, which I just thought, oh God, anybody who thinks their advice is sage. And he got upset because I thought, okay, well, dude, you like Trump, whatever, cool. I'm okay with that. I don't. So I'm not gonna fucking tread carefully because people don't like my opinion. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. If people don't like it, they don't like it. And I don't know why people get upset because you have a different opinion. I just don't. Presently, right now, I don't like Trump. I don't think that's going to change. I'm going to look into it a little bit more, but I doubt it. And when I said, if you do, that's fine. He's like, I didn't say I like Trump, but yes, you did. You said right here, though there are many of us who enjoy your videos, but still respect Trump's candidacy. So whatever. I thought it was a hilarious comment in a very condescending way. I thought I was being very condescending when I thought you're Your comment is hilarious because it's so arrogant. Yeah, tread carefully. Fuck that. I don't tread carefully. Hikizuru, I watch almost no vloggers at all. It's just a medium that never captured me, but I love your videos from the simple talks in front of the camera to traveling around with the GoPro and your friends. You have a very interesting life and mine. Keep your grade up. Well, this is just a compliment. Thank you. I just copied this because I thought it was a good compliment. Thank you. And then someone on the Tomoko's video said, Tomoko is like Becky, kissing another girl's boyfriend. If you don't know about Becky, she's a Japanese celebrity who recently was outed as having been dating a married man. She got in a lot of trouble for it. He apparently didn't, even though he's the married one. She's single. She said, I didn't know he was married, you know, but that seems kind of bullshitty. But anyway, she's getting a lot of shit for it. Of course, Tomoko did not know that she was kissing a boyfriend of another, of a guy with a girlfriend. So anyway, that's basically it. Almost 30 minutes. What do you think? Oh, sorry for the burp there. Yeah, I don't know. This wasn't as satisfying as I thought it would be. Maybe I have to show you the pictures, but whatever. Anyway, I you know, with my wife gone and the house all to myself, I thought I really want to make a video and talk to you guys. So I have made 2 videos for Patreon only, but today, but I'm not going to tease you with those. I'm just saying it's not like I'm not making videos. It's just that I do have priorities, and yeah, I felt like I had to talk to quite a few Patreon people that joined up recently. So that's what happened there. That's basically it. Comedy show coming this weekend. If you're in Nagoya and you want to go, there are 5 discount tickets available, which means you save 500 yen off the final ticket. The Naked Festival is in Konomiya, 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 which is about 40 minutes or so from Nagoya Station. If you've never been there, it's huge. It's really definitely worth going, even if it rains, even if it snows, whatever happens. You definitely want to see that. It's a big experience, and I go every year. It doesn't cost anything to go. Just go and take pictures and stuff. It starts from, I think the good part starts about noon or 1, but you can go there as early as 8 a.m. or something. There's always something happening there. I'll be there most of the day, and that evening I'll be at the comedy show. That's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go to bed. I'm not even tired. I don't know. I'm really like wired today. I don't know what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. More videos coming soon, as always. And I'm going to just upload this. Actually, no editing. Just, what should I put? Yeah, I should go to bed. I'll just throw it up. All right. Good night.